Welcome to my channel. This time I have found 5 of the most mysterious people captured on film. I hope you enjoy the video, and also please like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Top 5 most mysterious people captured on film. Number 5. The Babushka Lady. The Babushka Lady is a nickname for an unknown woman present during the 1963 assassination of John F. Kennedy, who might have photographed the events that occurred in Dallas's Dealey Plaza at the time President John F. Kennedy was shot. Her nickname arose from the headscarf she wore, similar to scarves worn by elderly Russian women. Babushka literally means grandmother or old woman in Russian. The Babushka Lady was seen to be holding a camera by eyewitnesses, and was also seen in film accounts of the assassination. She was observed standing on the grass between Elm and Main Streets, and can be seen in Zapruder film as well as in the films of Orville Nix, Marie Muchmore, and Mark Bell for 44 seconds, and 49 seconds into the Bell film, even though the shooting had already taken place, and most of her surrounding witnesses took cover. She can be seen still standing with the camera at her face. After the shooting, she crossed Elm Street and joined the crowd that went up the grassy knoll in search of a gunman. She is last seen in photographs walking east on Elm Street. Neither she nor the film she may have taken has yet been positively identified. No known photograph with her in frame captured her face, because in all cases she was facing away from the camera, or in the case of the Zapruder film had her face obscured by her own camera. Number 4. The Solway Firth Spaceman. The Solway Firth Spaceman refers to a figure seen in a photograph taken in 1964 by fireman, photographer and local historian Jim Templeton. On 23 May 1964, Jim Templeton, a firefighter from Carlisle, Cumberland, now part of Cumbria, took 3 photographs of his 5-year-old daughter while on a day trip to Bergmarsh. Templeton said the only other people on the marshes that day were a couple of old ladies sitting in a car at the far end of the marsh. In a letter to the Daily Mail in 2002, Templeton stated, "I took 3 pictures of my daughter Elizabeth in a similar pose, and was shocked when the middle picture came back from Kodak displaying what looks like a spaceman in the background." Templeton insists that he did not see the figure until after his photographs were developed, and analysts at Kodak confirmed that the photograph was genuine. Number 3. The Salam elevator footage. The body of Salam, a 21-year-old Canadian student at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, was recovered from a water tank atop the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles on February 19, 2013. She had been reported missing at the beginning of the month. Maintenance workers at the hotel discovered the body when investigating guest complaints of problems with the water supply. Her disappearance had been widely reported. Interest had increased 5 days prior to her body's discovery, when the Los Angeles Police Department released video of the last time she was known to have been seen, on the day of her disappearance, by an elevator security camera. In the footage, Lam is seen exiting and re-entering the elevator, talking and gesturing in the hallway outside, and sometimes seeming to hide within the elevator, which itself appears to be malfunctioning. The circumstances of Lam's death, when she was found, also raised questions, especially in light of the Cecil's history in relation to other notable deaths and murders. Her body was naked with most of her clothes and personal effects floating in the water near her. Number 2. Tank Man. A man who stood in front of a column of tanks on June 5, 1989. The morning after the Chinese military had suppressed the Tiananmen Square protests of 1989 by force, became known as the Tank Man or Unknown Protester. As the lead tank maneuvered to pass by the man, he repeatedly shifted his position in order to obstruct the tank's attempted path around him. The incident was filmed and seen worldwide. The man stood in the middle of the wide avenue, directly in the path of a column of approaching Type 59 tanks. The lead tanker attempted to drive around the man, but the man repeatedly stepped into the path of the tank in a show of non-violent action. After repeatedly attempting to go around, rather than crush the man, the lead tank stopped its engines, and the armored vehicles behind it seemed to follow suit. There was a short pause with the man, and the tanks having reached a quiet, still impasse. Currently, there is no reliable information about the identity or fate of the tank man. Number 1. Tahmin Shod. The Tahmin Shod or Tahmin Shod case, also known as the mystery of the Somerton man, is an unsolved case of an unidentified man found dead at 6:30 a.m. 1 December 1948 on Somerton Beach, Glenelg, just south of Adelaide, South Australia. It is named after a phrase, Tahmin Shod, meaning ended or finished in Persian, printed on a scrap of paper found in a hidden pocket of the man's trousers. This turned out to have been removed from the final page of a particular copy of the Rubaiyat of Omar. Following a police appeal, the actual book was handed in. Around the time the body was found, a man in Glenelg had found it on the seat of his car. Written in the book was something looking like a secret code as well as a telephone number. Considered one of Australia's most profound mysteries at the time, the case has been the subject of intense speculation over the years regarding the identity of the victim, the events leading up to his death, and the cause of death. Public interest in the case remains significant because of a number of factors: the death occurring at a time of heightened tensions during the Cold War, what appeared to be a secret code, the use of an undetectable poison, his lack of identification, and the possibility of unrequited love. While the case has received the most scrutiny in Australia, it also gained international coverage as the police widely distributed materials in an effort to identify the body, and consulted with other governments in tracking down leads. To this day, the widely circulated photograph of the man have never been identified. The photograph of the man is truly one of the most mysterious faces in history. I hope you enjoyed my top 5 list, and thank you very much for watching. Please rate and subscribe if you liked the video. Goodbye till next time.